At it like a crack at it. It's your boy Cross, Big Seal, Cross Your Heart, man. And again, man, we bring you another great premiere, another great story about a journey of a man's life. Y'all saw the first one. People been asking to. They need it. They need it. You bringing it. You bringing it. And I appreciate you. Even going over the questions and stuff. And we've been talking about it. So y'all stay tuned because we got some great stuff lined up. But we're going to get to this meat and potatoes because a lot of people don't know. And me and you talked offline. And one of the things you told me was, man, nobody really talked about how many prisons that you actually went through. And a lot of people don't understand. So for the audience, we're going to bring y'all some heat. It might be a 1 and part 2, but we're going to bring the heat right now. So y'all want y'all to check this out. So I'm going to ask Tune this question. Big Ant, Mr. Tony. Tell us about the 32 prisons. And if you don't mind, because I know it was a lot, but I'm pretty much sure you can remember everyone. Let's start for the audience. Let's start from the beginning. The first place you went into.
I'm going to start from when my jail career first started. After I spoke on it the first time, I said, you know what? Let me write it down. And I got a pencil paper and I wrote it down. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I had been through, anything to do with the police, from a regular jail cell all the way up to this very day we talking right now.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? So
all right.
I'm finna do something I ain't never even did on my channel.
Y'all getting the exclusives. I'm telling y'all about to start getting these exclusives. Y'all just don't know. This is gonna get deep.
Y'all bear with me, man.
That's all right.
I'm a free sweater.
That's all right. That's all right. But, we all know.
Yeah, this is something that's being exclusively done on the homies channel right here.
And I appreciate that.
That I ain't never even went into. And after I wrote it down, I
felt better.
No, I shocked myself.
Right.
I shocked myself. So let me just start from the beginning. Let me go all the way through it.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know I'm getting old. I'm going to be
man. Look here, man. That's all right.
Glasses.
Hey, that's all right.
Man, listen. Starting from the beginning. Now I said 32 prisons, but the number is slightly different. Y'all gonna be able to go back and count it and go through the whole different thing with it, man. But I'm finna start from juvenile halls to Ys, which are juvenile prisons, county jails, prisons, police stations, the whole hookup. Y'all finna know my whole journey with this. Matter of fact, let me take this hat off, y'all.
Yes, sir. That's all right.
Take this hat off because it's hot. Starting with juvenile halls. Now this whole journey started. My first time really going to jail was in 1979.
Okay.
And it's like, man, believe it or not, when I went in, my first time going into juvenile hall, it was like I became institutionalized off the rip.
Through the gate.
Right off the rip.
Right.
It didn't bother me. You know, I seen some homies that went in and they like hee-hawing, mawing, crying. I ain't going back. But when I went to juvenile hall, man, I went in there gang banging, jumping around and acting a fool. And when I got out, I mean, to be, you know, I could fool myself, I fool y'all, but I ain't gonna try to fool myself.
Real talk.
I didn't care about going back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I'm like, dang, everybody, all the different dudes in there from different gangs I ran across, different people I had met. I'm like, shoot, man, that's what's up.
Right. It felt like more or less
old home week, you know?
Wow. Okay.
I'm in there with the homies. I'm gang banging. I'm representing the turf, putting it on the map, fighting, doing all this old stuff. And I took to it like a fish to water, man. But, and then I'm gonna give you my journey that I said the first time, like when, I told you, I always did more time in lockup. Every place I went, I always went to lockup. You got some dudes, homie, that's gonna go to jail and just get right back out or do their little time. That was never me.
Wow.
When I went to jail, it was a-hole central off the rip with me. I'm fighting, I'm banging, I'm doing what I'm going to in the South, we call the whole jail.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to the jail. I'm going to lockup. I'm going to the whole, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I'm going to if they got a lockup program,
Yeah.
I'm going to their lockup program.
So I know that most people don't know, and what he's talking about in references that I asked him, I was like, man, out of all this 39 years and 7 months and some days, how much did you really spend in the hole? And when he broke it down to me, he told me he spent majority, and most people don't understand, he spent majority of his time in lockup than he did in population.
Yeah. And it dang sure wasn't on PC stuff, man. It
right. Real talk.
When I got out, I've always been proactive. Like when I was in California prison, when I got off the bus,
right,
the first thing when we go to Fish Roll or whatever, I'm writing kites to the homies. First thing I want to know is, what's up with these Mexicans? You know what I'm saying? Because in Cali prison, we was always into it with them.
Right.
So I want to know if it's on, it's on. If it's on, as soon as I come out the cell, I'm taking off. You know what I'm saying? I've been to prison where when I got off the bus and the homies found out I was there, they were like, man, y'all know Cartoon from Avalon, he back there on Fish Road.
Wow.
And they already went to talk about, man, shoot, man, we finna go lock down. We finna have a ride. Cause I'm an active fool. If homies get
on
back
site.
If homies get back at me, cuz man, the Mexicans hit such and such. They do for real?
That's all.
I'm gathering dudes up there. Hey, look, y'all, come on, man. We finna. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was just me.
That was you, right?
That was me.
That's real talk.
But like, I was like that, man. At a young, even going into juvenile hall. Like my first time going into juvenile hall, I went to. I'm gonna start from the beginning, man. I'm gonna just go all the way through it. Like Central Juvenile Hall, and then like in LA in Cali we got on Southern Cali we got like Silmar, LP.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All them balled into one. You go to one, you're gonna go to all. You just gonna make it round.
So you just got transferred to those.
Well, you might go to Central, then get out and get caught a week later. You might have to go to Silmar this time.
Gotcha.
Might go to LP. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Anybody that was going back when I was going, they remember the peacocks. They had the big old peacocks. Man, we used to throw they had
That's
peacocks
crazy.
walking around, man. You throw rocks at the peacocks.
Dang.
But the main one we went to was Central. And they had a lockup unit there called XY.
Okay.
I went back there for fighting, and I got out. I went back again for fighting, and I was messing up. They like, just put him in the lockup unit. So, my career as being a chronic mess up in jail started in juvenile hall. In
juvenile hall, bucking back at the system off the rip.
Right. So I'm like, I was in the lockup unit where we can only come out like a couple hours a day, and we can't even come from behind the wall. We behind a wall and can't even come out and deal and go to school and deal with everybody else.
Wow.
So back in the back on our own,
So basically y'all really wasn't even getting taught that. They just basically put y'all in the back because at the end of the day, like, they didn't know what to do with y'all.
Yeah, we was a mess up. The ones that keep fighting and messing up. Man, I'm back there, man. Shout out, man. He rest in peace to the homie Solo from Grape Street.
Okay.
Man, we was back there acting the fool. But yeah, man, Central Juvenile Hall. Then from there, I'm starting. Now y'all check this out, people that's watching. Y'all count all this down. Y'all count.
Please, I'm telling y'all, count this down.
And just put it in your notebook. This was my life. This was my life. Out of them 39 years, 7 months and some days. Back then, when I was doing all this time, I was only on the streets 11 months.
Did y'all hear that? Say it one more time for the young folks that don't understand when they want to put this up.
From 1979 to 2018, I was on the streets 11 months and a few days.
That whole time.
Was
it all? But it won't all in one time.
I would get out. I might stay 2 weeks, go back, stay a month, get out, stay 3-4 months. The longest I ever stayed out was 4 months.
Dang.
And that was right before I caught this case coming to Alabama. And I just did 8 years and got out, stayed 4 months.
Right.
I came out here and did 23.
Gotcha. Okay.
But all of it only added up. So a lot of people say, well, dang, man, how got kids? And get out.
Get out
one time.
Yeah.
Right,
real talk.
But messed up thing, man. Until I got out this time, I wasn't on the streets for their birthdays. I wasn't on the streets when they were born.
Talk.
I was always in jail,
Right.
My kids love me to death, though.
Well, I think
I was always
locked up.
And
that's real talk.
Me through visiting rooms.
And that's for all you young folks like that. Like he's explaining to y'all, like some of those things you can't take that back. You can't take that back. but the blessing was that you still you had a good support, and your kids love you to this day.
You know, God blessed me with that one, man.
Yes, sir.
But now, boom, going from Central Juvenile Hall, going to YAs. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Norwalk YA. I've been to OH Close YA. I've been to Paso Robles YA. I've been to Ventura YA. I've been to YTS YA. All those are juvenile prisons. You know what I'm saying? Boom, keep on moving. You know, different county jails I've been to in the United States. I've been to LA County Jail. I've been to Orange County Jail. I've been to Wayside. I've been to the Glass House. I've been to the Modesto County Jail, the Birmingham County Jail, the St. Clair County Jail, the Ventura County Jail. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Just, you know.
And that's just, and he got, that's just the first page.
Yeah. And then just county jails.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Moving on into prisons in California. I've been to Chino Central. I've been to Chino West. And all of these are different prisons. I've been to Chino Central. I've been to Chino West. I've been to Chino East. I've been to San Quentin. I've been to Soledad Central, Soledad North. I've been to Corcoran. I've been to the Corcoran Shoe Program twice. I've been to CMC West. I've been to CMC East. Only stayed 2 weeks there. Found out it was a dropout and I had to get up off there.
Right.
Drop out of prison, had to go.
Right.
I've been to Avalon. I've been to Tracy. I've been to Lancaster. A lot of people don't know I was the first Blackfoot leaving Pelican Bay to land in Lancaster.
What?
And I was first black on that yard when Lancaster prison opened up.
That's crazy.
I've been to Pelican Bay. I've been to Pelican Bay Shoot twice. You know, Alabama prisons. I've been to Kill. And some of these prisons I'm naming off, I've been to them 2-3 times.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I just
Right.
went to them. I've been to them
Right.
2-3 times. Alabama, you know what I'm saying? I've been to Kilby. I've been to St. Clair. I've been to West Jefferson. I've been to Holman. I've been to Easterland. I've been to Ventress. I've been to Elmo. I've been to Limestone. You know, that's me, man. And
Yeah.
just not even like different police stations getting stopped by police, getting jumped on by police, getting whooped by police, different police stations. All of them are, you know, in LA from Newton Street Police Station, Rampart, Southwest, 77th, 108th, Firestone, Linwood, Inglewood, Carson, Orange County, Santa Ana, Compton, Anaheim, St. Clair, Modesto, San Antonio, Texas. All these places where police have stopped me and or
put their hands on
me or locked me up or had it back. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's that. And I might be forgetting some stuff.
Right.
You know?
So I'm glad you broke that down. So we're gonna go backwards with the police, right? So back then with the police stations there, they could just mess around. If you in the car, what would it be like if Cartoon53 at that time, who you was, you driving down the street? You could be maybe by yourself with the homies, female or whatever. You driving, they pull you over. Did they know you by face, or if they ran you, did it come back like a hit? Like
the only ones that was gonna know me by face, like, would be the Newton Street Police Station, because that's
Gotcha.
the ones that patrol my set at that time.
Gotcha.
They knew me. The detectives knew me. The police knew me. They was like, this hot bump this.
Yeah.
They knew me. They was like, oh, that's Cartoon, you know.
Off the rip.
And you know,
did the Newton Police Department, did they respect you? Like they knew who you was?
oh, yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
So
I used to back then. I used to drink. I used to drink that old English 800.
now that 8-ball,
And, you know,
yeah.
and I was what you call a violent drunk. When I get
Okay.
drunk, the homies didn't want to be around me. Nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna jump on.
Oh
Yeah. Once I get drunk, I'm gonna fight.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna jump on somebody.
So we gotta fight.
Yeah, we gonna. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fight.
Yeah.
But now, you know, on the flip face, on the other side, sometimes the homies got tired of me and whooped me.
Yeah,
You know, I wake
right.
up the next day like, oh man, what happened? But don't nobody want to claim
Yeah.
it because they know. Hey, all right, you put your hand. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You don't know how many.
Like, man, last night, big homie, you was tripping, man. I don't know what happened.
I don't
man.
know what happened,
But
man.
they know,
Yeah.
fool, y'all whooped me out. I've been around here tripping for the last couple of weeks anyway. I deserved it, you know.
So as soon as you come pull up, oh crap,
Here he come, man. Here he come, man. So it be to the point when I start drinking, the ones that's kind of weak at heart, I can hear them in the background, man. Man, Tune drinking, man.
I'm about to go. Yeah.
Go, man.
They be like, "What you about to go home?" Man,
I'll be back, man. Yeah, they find excuses to get on.
Yeah.
And I would laugh about it because I know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But now
So when you got to drinking, you already knew you was gonna be like that.
I'm finna trip. Yeah, I'm finna trip. The only person that I never tripped on or wouldn't trip on like that is my homeboy Crazy Ray.
Okay.
He the one I always speak on, you know. I tripped on Ray one time. Ray was a stone cold killer, man.
Oh yeah, everybody
Yes.
was he feared by everybody?
Man, Ray was he was a rattlesnake with no rattlers.
Wow, quiet. Like my grandma said, the
Yeah,
quiet is one of the dangerous
that's
one in the
what
room.
balanced me and him off.
Got you.
Because I was the type you could what, and I'm coming up.
Right.
In front of the police. I don't care. Broad daylight didn't make me no different. Ray was like, no. Be cool, June. Just kick back. You would get into a Ray Monday, by Thursday, you gone.
That's wild.
Nothing to be seen, nothing to be said.
And he ain't gonna bring it up. He ain't gonna hear nothing.
Wasn't no talking. He was dead silent. Dead silent. Real dark skin, had the Japanese eyes.
Yeah.
I tripped out on him one time. We was kicking it down on 116th and Avalon. I drunk. And I'm going crazy.
You say you in there trying to swell?
Oh yeah, man, I'm tripping. I'm finna swing on somebody. And when I spun around, Ray was standing there, and I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" Man, the homie looked at me, and I'm huffing down on his cone.
Right.
And he looked at me. He said, "Tune, big homie." He said, "Man, I love you." He said, "I love you, man."
Right. Yeah, you know, right.
He said, "But if you put your hands on me, you already know." I immediately got sober.
Say you ain't never
All
heard
that alcohol just left. And I looked at him, I'm like, "Yeah, I know you too, homie." And went over there. And went that way. You know what I'm saying?
Say you ain't never seen a look like that. That look.
Because I know.
Yeah.
I know. Ray wasn't nothing to play with, man.
That's crazy.
I shout out to my homie Crazy Ray, man.
Yeah.
He rest in peace now.
Yeah.
I miss him. Well, when I tell you, when he passed away.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's what they need to see, too.
Nah, man, they don't need to see that.
No, man. This is the
man.
real. It's the real, bro.
Man, when the homie passed away, he passed away. I was in Lancaster prison lockup.
Okay.
I knew something was wrong because I stopped getting mail.
So he would always see.
Always, man.
Right.
Always. We usually went to jail together, but on this last trip, I went in and he didn't.
Right.
And but I was always getting money in mail. You know, that's my heart, homie.
Right.
Beyond a gang, you know what I'm saying?
So
this was my other half.
That was your brother. That was your real. Yeah, and I respect that.
So, man.
Right.
But I didn't find out he was gone until I got to Pelican Bay. Got out the shoe, called one of my homegirls. And she messed around and slipped and said, "Man, that's messed up what happened to Danny, huh?" His real name is Danny.
Right. And you was like,
and I said, "What?" Everything inside me told me my homie was gone when she said that. But I needed for her to confirm
it. Yeah.
You know, I said, "What?"
So if you don't mind me asking in the middle, how long, when you say you got to shoot, how long at this point he was gone before you even found out?
He was gone months before I got out. Months and months and months.
Wow.
He had passed away at least 5 months prior to me getting out to shoot. So when I got out, when she said that, I was like, I said, "What's up with?" I said, "Man, what's up with my homeboy?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, you don't know?" I'm like, "No, fool, what's up with my homeboy?"
Right.
Now she got scared.
Yeah, because now
she don't want to be in the middle of it.
She don't want to be in the middle of it, right?
So I'm like, she's like, "What?" She said, "Oh no, I don't want to be in the middle," and she hung the phone. So now I called her back. And she's like, "Man, Tune, look, I don't want nothing to do with it." And she hung the phone up again. I called her back. She wouldn't take the call. I called my sister and had my sister call on the Treyway. And I told her, I say, "Check this out, homegirl, you hang this phone up again." I say, "On Avalon, when I get out, I'm coming to see you." And they knew me. They knew
right.
Me. I didn't play. If I put it on the turf, I'm gonna stick to it.
I'm gonna stick to it, yeah.
So she was like, she did not tell. She's like, "Man," she said, "Big homie Ray dead."
Yeah.
I said, "What?"
You like ain't no so and I'm gonna go deep this. Were you mad the fact that you found out the fact nobody told you?
No, I wasn't tripping on the part that nobody. I'm just mad that my homie was gone. Bump all that if they told me or not.
Right.
My homie gone.
Right.
That was my problem.
And if you don't mind me, how did he?
I can't speak.
Okay. All right. We'll leave that alone then.
But
yeah,
it messed me up. You know, I had to go in the hospital. I had a nervous breakdown.
Wow.
At the time, man, I had hair I had hair this long. You know, that was me. Me and him was known for our hair on the streets.
Always braided.
Long hair. And man, I went in the cell. I was crying so hard. I had a razor blade. You know, now in California prison, just for a piece of razor blade, you'll go to jail for a whole year.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's dangerous. The Cali prison dangerous, man. So, but I kept one. I'm gonna keep one hid somewhere in the glue or the, you know what I'm saying? The mess is cutting up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cut up right with it.
Right.
But man, I took my razor blade out, man. Had to sell it from Main Street. And he like, I was crying. You know, you cry so hard, you like you underwater. Can't see.
Can't see.
Man, I just grabbed my hair and just started whacking me with the razor blade, throwing the braids on the ground. He's like, "What you doing, homie? What's up?" And I was just crying, man. I'm like, man, my homie gone, man. My homie gone.
And then he just like,
and he was like, "What you talking about?" He couldn't understand it, but from that day forward, I couldn't keep a cellie. I was tripping. I was going through it. I wake up in the middle of the night, howling, screaming, tripping, dudes moving out the cell. Finally, you know what I'm saying, the police came, got me. They tried to evaluate me with the psych and all this and that. Come to find out, I had a nervous breakdown.
Wow. So I don't even know that you would have ended up having. So you would just wake up like screaming and
man,
or just break down. You just be standing there and just break down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that's when he was just like,
I'd freeze up, stop walking, and just stop and
be stuck in. Yeah.
Don't know what's going on. Dude got a it to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was young, man. I couldn't. You know, man. My mama then that's when my mama tried to like. You know, her and my sister then was like, well, we didn't want to tell you. We didn't, right. This, that, and the other. And I'm like, man, homie gone though. But I love it. That's him right here on my neck.
Oh, on your neck right there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Right. I got him all over my body, but that was my my heart. You know.
So you guys was like freaking frack, huh? Y'all. So both of y'all together were hell on wheels.
Both of us together was unadulterated death.
Said straight up.
Yeah. We wasn't, hey man.
See, y'all was with all of it.
When me and him together, if other sets in LA, if you beefed with us and me and Ray was on the streets, you can best believe, man, we flipped one of y'all homies.
Yeah.
You know,
off the rip.
I don't care what set it is in LA. If you was beefing with us back then, I can guarantee you we flipped one of your homies back then because we didn't play.
I can believe that. That's why I said again. So, and I respect the fact, like you said again, this is the raw, like you said, unfiltered, man, starting this. And I respect you when we talked about it with the jail stuff. And I think this is good therapy especially for these young men, for my young men, for all the young black men to hear this, because we don't hear that side. A lot of this stuff get glorified so much. Like you said, a lot of people don't realize you took a lot of losses. And two of them you just named, two people that was close from your kids not being there and then end up losing. So I'm going to ask you, when you did that, did that turn you even more into a monster, you think? Like once you lost him, you're like, you know what, the hell with everything else, man. I'm just going.
No, I can't say that.
Okay.
I got out of jail about 3 years after the homie lost his life. By then, I was still me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I was still
too
a runaway train.
Yeah.
You know, I was still doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I was still hanging. I was doing my thing. And just my homie wasn't there no more.
Right.
But I had another homie step in and semi-filled that void. My homeboy, no good. You know what I'm saying?
And he was just almost like him. Like,
and, but he Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah, he Mexican, but he from the turf though. You
know okay. So did he grow up with y'all?
Yeah, he grew up with
okay.
Us, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Cold man of man.
Gangster, real gangster.
Yes. You know, and then he my crime partner on the case out here in Alabama.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's crazy.
Partner, you know what I'm saying?
So y'all was growing up together. He was out there. You think so he was squabble with anybody?
Yeah. He way younger than me.
Okay.
But he was a cold killer though, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I peeped it.
Yeah.
He peeped me and I peeped him and we started running. I started hanging with him at first because he was a lady killer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
The girls couldn't
man. For real?
Man, that Mexican man had hair all the way down his legs. I'm talking about
man,
my mom even liked it.
Oh man. So you say I gotta rock with him, man.
I get with him.
So he get around moms and your sister.
He come to the house. He was just they didn't think he was Mexican because he was so big. The homie like about 6'1".
Yeah, you don't see that many
220, that big like that.
Yeah.
They thought he was Cuban or something.
Gotcha.
Or Puerto Rican. You wouldn't think he was you would think he was half black, half Mexican. That's what he looked like. You know what I'm saying?
His mama, but you knew his mama.
They full-blooded Mexicans come from Mexico.
So the only time you would know if he got around them speaking Spanish.
Yeah. We knew because, we watched him grow up.
Right.
But other people, they thought he was half black, half Mexican.
That's crazy.
But homie, man, when I peeped what he was about, I'm like, shoot, man. I tucked him like right.
Right.
Right. And we did our thing. When I tell you, he was the perfect
fill-in
substitute. Great.
Yeah.
The homie was a rock,
That's all right, man. That's all right. So I want to ask you this too. Okay, so in juvenile, when you first went in there, you mentioned on the last one, what you had to do, and the whole thing was to get that horseshoe, get them braids and all that. So when you went to that first one, your first juvenile, tell me about how, because you said everybody had to get a charge. You had to get put up in there. You had to go to juvenile. So what was your first time, or what did you do that you remember what you did to get yourself in there? Okay.
Me and first time I went, me and the homies, we jumped on the dude that was walking through South Park one night.
Okay, what age was this around this?
About 13 or 14.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? He walked through our park. We peeped him and got on him. You know what I'm saying? Quick.
Right.
Me and my homeboy Cool Bull went to jail for that. He stayed because he had been to juvenile hall before I had.
Okay.
They let me out. But I turned around like 8 days later
and went back up in there.
Went right back for a robbery with my homeboy Tiki.
Right.
While the other case was still open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So me and my homeboy Tiki caught a robbery right back up in there.
So how long was you up in there after that point?
That's when I started
really being in
really messing up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's when I started going into the lockup unit back there.
Back there in the back, right. And so by the time you got to that end of what your last part of the juvenile system, you was already prime. You was almost where you was.
I was in it to win it.
Yeah.
My thing was, like, I just did a video this morning on, and it's so many different gangs in LA, you don't even know them all.
Huh.
When you 12, 13, and 14, you don't know about these gangs. You're too young. You don't leave your neighborhood.
Right.
So when you go to juvenile hall where everybody at,
that's when you start.
That's when you start. Where you from? The people saying you ain't never heard of it. Like, what is that?
Because you at that age, you think where everybody from, where my neighborhood.
All you know about is your neighborhood and the ones around you, or the dudes, or the ones where dudes might be going to your school with you.
Gotcha.
But all you gonna know, but you don't know what's in Compton, Watts, Gardena, Inglewood.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You right here on the east side of South Central.
Yeah.
In the 50s. I don't know what's way out. So when I go to juvenile hall, I'm meeting dudes from way, you from where, homie? Where that's at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you in there, you go to meet different dudes, you know what I'm saying? So, they putting on, they doing their thing.
They doing their thing.
So my thing was, oh shoot, I gotta act up so they'll know if I trade hard too,
Gotcha. So that's usually how it starts.
That's how it goes.
Man, they acting up, man. We gotta put our set on the map.
I got some hard heads too.
So when you went in there, you said the first time in your one homie, he ended up staying because he was in juvenile. When you started going in there, did you start seeing more of your homies in there? That's what made it be like, well, damn, all the homies up in there.
Yeah, that's what it be. You see them come and go.
Just in and out.
Because you got to go to school.
Okay.
You got to go to school. You got gym, all that. You might go to school. Homie might have came in that night. Our juvenile hall's big.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, our juvenile hall's super big. You ain't going to see them till you go to school. And you might be coming down, we walking down 20, 30 deep. Okay, y'all in that class. They dropped us off in whatever class we in.
Yeah.
You might be passed by a class and somebody called you, dude, what's up, cuz? You look. Homie done came in.
What's up? When
you get in there,
yeah.
Hey, where you at? Hey, meet me in the gym.
Real talk. So when you said 13, because every young, not RIP, I'm saying my mom's, because I was a knucklehead too. I used to get in trouble a lot. What did your mama say when you started getting? You know, I got to go there.
Man, Mom
I got to go there.
When my mama found out I was banging, first of all,
yeah,
one of the things that pushed me to the street was because me and her relationship was not good.
Right.
Me and Mom's relationship was not good, and you know, it's one of them situations. I'm the only dude. I don't got no brothers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I ain't got no brother. I'm the only dude. You know, I got 2 sisters.
Okay,
And
so was you the oldest?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And you know, it was cool when it was just me, but when my sisters popped up, you know, Mom's like felt she didn't love me no more, and she really showed it. You know what I'm saying?
Because she got the girls there. Yeah.
And you know, typical black woman mad at your daddy.
Yeah.
Now I'm look like him. I'm talking like him. I'm acting like him. So she see him in me. So
that's
now
right.
She hate me.
That's a fact.
So it's like I hate you. You know, wish you wasn't born. Get out the house.
Yeah. Just like almost in Boys in the Hood, where you ain't gonna be see dad.
Just like your dad. You know, do shit and you never got our mouth to shit.
Yeah, that type of
situation.
Stuff.
So I'm like, you know what, man? I went to the streets. I went to the port. Went to the home.
At the early age.
At an early age. My homies ain't never spit on me. My homies ain't never told me they didn't love me. My homies ain't never threw hot bacon grease on me, beat me with belts, Hot Wheel tracks.
Yeah. Stitching cords.
Stitching cords.
Yeah, these don't know
Tell me
about
she
that.
hate me and all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They never did that.
Right.
My homies told me they love me. You know what I'm saying? We drank, kicked together. So I took, and then she wondered why years later,
that relationship.
I was so mentally gone about my turf.
Yeah.
Because this is my family.
That was my family.
Where my love came from as a 12, 13, 14,
That's right.
15-year-old.
Because you running from this, because you thinking this love, but you got to run from this. As soon as you get here, you're not rejected, you ain't neglected, and you respected.
Exactly.
All in those.
So, you know, when I started running away, I don't want to be at this house. I don't want to be here. I want to be in South Park. I want to be with my own boys.
Yeah.
Now she want to come looking for me. Where he at? Homie, they already know the lie. I don't know.
Yeah, they ain't gonna tell her.
Yeah, I don't want to go. Then when she found out I'm banged, she want to send me out of town. Send me over here. Send me.
So you can get a better life. But you know,
she
but you
shipped me out of town 2-3 times.
Yeah, but by this time, I don't want to leave my homies.
And wasn't gonna leave.
So every time you kept coming back to the hood.
Yeah, I called her. Hey, look, you need to come get me, or send me a bus ticket. I'm finna run away.
Yeah.
She sent me way up to a spot called Calipatria. That's sitting right on the California and Mexico border, Tijuana. My auntie stayed up there.
Wow, that's like it's dry. There ain't nothing out there.
It's desert. Number Mexicans and desert and snakes. And I'm scared of it. 32 miles from the border.
Right.
And
you ain't got no business out there.
None whatsoever. They got one gas station, one store, and that's it. One street light hang on the road.
So
back in the 70s.
So was any kids around when you was up there?
Yeah, Mexicans ain't there. One of them spoke English. You know what I'm saying? Might have been 3 black families. They had one school, and it was from kindergarten all the way to the 12th. Everybody and mama went to that one school.
You said you come from being in LA where everything's popping. You talk, man, I gotta get out of here, man.
Gotta go.
I'm gonna go crazy just being out here.
Every day I'm wondering what the homies doing. I'm like, hey man, I'm finna run away. How do you come on? I'm finna run. All right, send that boy back. I don't get off the bus good. I'm not going to the house. I'm headed straight to South Park.
Yeah, straight to South Park.
You know what I'm saying?
So as your mama, you know, when you see them scenes, and at this time you in it deep, your mama ever come out there going off on you when you was in the park? Bring your ass on.
Man, listen. I'm on 116th and Avalon one time. Well, I'm on 113th. You know, Avalon got different sections. You got 40 Avalon, 5 grade, 88 Avalon, and 116th Avalon.
Okay.
You know, when I was gangbanging, I was in 5 Avalon. Like my homie No Good, he 40 Avalon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you know, it's all one big family.
Right.
All kicking together.
Right.
So I'm belling, you know, this back in the day when you would be walking with the big radio.
With the big radios, right.
Boom. It's me, one of the homies, about 2, 3 of the homegirls. Shout out to my homegirl, Trey girl. And
salute.
Man, my mama pulled up, jumped out the car. I see my youngest sister, her little pink little head.
Right. Like you in trouble. Like, like oh, Roger and D, what's happening?
Boy, you're going to get it now, Raj.
What's the matter, Mama?
Yeah. I'm like, they ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Woo. It got to the point, finally, she realized my love for the set, she couldn't compete with it.
She couldn't compete with it,
you know what I'm saying? She couldn't compete with it. and it was a thorn in her side, and it was a thorn in my side, and it was a thorn in our relationship forever. You know what I'm saying? She held that against me all the way up to her death almost.
Right.
Because she felt that I put Avalon
before
her and my sister. And the cool part about it, I did.
Yeah, but you had a reason why.
I had a reason why, but when I got older, I should have shifted from that.
Should have shifted from.
Mature, but by then it was
too late. You were programmed.
Yeah, I was programmed.
That's what I think people don't understand. It's easy. It's like somebody who's addicted, like you said, you got a rush from it. That was your adrenaline rush. So to walk away from that, it's got to be hard. So therefore, especially if you put in everything, you put your all in it.
All.
See what I'm saying? So
but not so much as the adrenaline rush. It was like walking away from my family. They were my family.
Right.
I didn't see Avalon as my set. That was my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I gave my all in all to them, all in all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about because I spent all them years in prison, jail, white, you know. I don't care about going back.
Right.
I'm gonna put work in for the set. And that was
it.
All I knew.
That's all you knew. And the thing about it, like you say, it's kind of hard putting a label on people that you love. These are your friends. If you didn't have nowhere to go right now, you probably can call. Somebody gonna feed you. Somebody gonna let you stay in the house. If I need a car, somebody gonna provide a vehicle for me. That's what's really what it's about.
When she would kick me out the house, you know, I go stay with my homie Cass, my grandmama. I go stay with this homie. You know, that homie, you know what I'm saying? I might be in a car. Sometimes we'd be in South Park just sleeping. You know, we'd get in the park and some 2-3 of us be on the merry-go-round. Somebody be on the slide.
That's
somebody
crazy.
Be on the grass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
This was us, man. This was us, man.
That's wild.
That type of unity, they don't have no more.
They
that
do not have
the things that made it so easy for me to walk away.
Because they don't have it.
Because it's not what I came into back in the day.
Well, and it makes sense. It's just like you said, man, you talking about back then. Nobody came over there and disrespected y'all. Y'all held it down, and everybody had respect and love. And no matter what label you want to put it, you really, like you said, you was a family.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you go to jail, somebody talking about my kinfolk.
Yeah.
It's on.
It's on.
Forget what you talking about. So when you look at it with in the gang culture there in LA, it's almost like a city within the city of each set.
I mean, you know, each set is its own world.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Each set is its own entity, its own world. You know?
And it just functions within that world every day.
Yeah.
So so I'm gonna ask you, is a lot of the OGs out there that never even, because of the game politics, never even went to any other side or seen what any other sides look like?
Yeah, everybody's, you know, as time went on would start, you know, you get older, you're going to travel.
Right.
You know, because you build relationships in prison and YA and juvenile hall.
Right.
So when you get out, you going over here to kick it with the dude from over there you met. Everybody got to move around.
Right.
It's just when you real young, you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going
nowhere.
nowhere.
Once you got older, you know what I'm saying? You going over here messing with girls here, there, everywhere, messing with homies, you know.
I'm glad you said that. So give us, Tune, a story. Because everybody done it, either when to get back at the ops, they say, well, they done snuck on that other side of town. They ain't had no business over there. And you almost got hemmed up.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
Anybody that been rocking with my channel from when I come up, they know I ain't never been a fan of that. I used to trip on the homies.
Okay.
Go out of pocket and go out of bounds for a girl. And that ain't never. I met a girl on the bus one day coming down Vernon.
Okay.
And I had on a blue Cascade because when I started banging, we had a dress code. Not like these dudes that just put anything and just go to twiddling their fingers. No, you had to dress a certain way.
Oh, so that was
and who wasn't.
So that was the uniform when you got put on. Uniform. You had to go buy and get everything. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that.
You wasn't finna come up in the set looking shabby, no fool. You better be creased up, G'd up, and everything up. You know what I'm saying? Homies was gonna get on you. You know. So I had what we call I had a blue Cascade shirt. You know, I was a Trey, so I had the 3 creases in the back.
Yeah.
And I'm on the bus coming down Vernon, and I'm holding the thing, and it was a girl sitting there. She looked good. And she was like, I like your creases. And I looked, I'm like, oh, that's what's up. She's like, you got 3 of them. That's nice. I'm like, yeah, baby. So I started talking to her.
Right.
And she said, no, I asked her, I said, you know, where you stay at? I said, where you from? She said, I don't bang. I said, okay. I said, well, You know, in LA, I don't think now the first thing is, well, where you live.
Yeah, because you gotta live somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And every piece of real estate in LA took up with somebody.
Come on.
So I said, well, where you live at? She said, I stay on 51st and Hooper.
That's why she said she knew.
I don't think she really
knew what she was saying to you at that time.
Yeah.
Because even from the 3 creases, I like your 3 creases and all that.
I don't think she was really gang banging and was tripping on the creases. She just liked them. But I don't think she realized where she lived was the main direct enemy of where I was from.
Wow.
She stayed in a set called The Villains, and those were our main hereditary from ground zero main enemies.
So that means that's one of your enemies, child or brothers.
Might be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't stay around long enough to find out. When she said where she stayed, man, I walked off. I said, oh, man, I walked off. I ain't never seen her again.
Because if they had saw you even speaking, it would have been.
Well, they wouldn't have seen it. They wouldn't have seen us speaking because the only way they would have seen that if I'd have went over there, and that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, that would never.
Unless I was going over there to do something.
Do something, right? Nah, that's real. So yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
You see, have I ever been out of pocket?
Come on now, too.
Let me think.
Man, come on now.
Have I ever been out of pocket for a girl? I know I have.
I'm just come on. We're gonna get this wrong.
Yeah, let me think.
Yeah, we're gonna get this wrong.
Have I ever been out of pocket for a girl? And I know I have.
He trying to think. He know he thinking.
Yeah, because I was not with that drunk. Oh,
there we go.
I went out of pocket once.
There we go. See, I told you I'm gonna find out.
Me and a dude named Crazy Keith from Harlem Crips.
Okay.
Good partner of mine. He rest in peace. Shout out Crazy Keith. He rest in peace right now. I'm going out of pocket because he going out of pocket.
Oh, so you gonna blame the homie?
It was his fault. I'm going with him because he running behind a girl, but she got a partner. And it was in the oh man, what's the little bloods right there next to Will Rogers Park? In the Haciendas. We go. And I'm knowing.
And this at night.
No, this during the day.
Oh, y'all, wow.
We up in there, man. We up in there, man. We up in there. You know, they eating high. But the girl got a little brother that's from there.
See?
Yeah. She got a brother that's from there, and he come in the house. He see us.
And y'all suited and booted in there?
Yeah, we from the old school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We G'd up wherever we go.
Yeah.
Rags and all, you know?
Wow.
So, he seen it. He peeked. To make a long story short, he ran out and told his homeboys.
See?
And Ned went.
See? No.
My sister got them whoops up in the house. And
no. See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Now, I got caught in Compton one time behind a girl that I was with, to the point I had to call the police to get up out of there.
Really? Oh, dude.
Man, I got caught in I was messing with a female named Desiree. She was from A. Trey Hoover.
Okay.
But she had an aunt, she was selling Sherm. She had an auntie stayed in Fruittown, Piru Hood, and she would always try to get me to go over there and pick up some, we call it water.
That water,
some water. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna go. Man, I'm G'd up. Man, I got the penalty on, I got the painter pants.
Man, that's crazy.
Got, you know what I'm saying, the hush puppies, but I got a blue rag sewed onto my pants. You know, the painter pants got the little loop.
That's right.
Camera.
Yep.
I got a blue rag sewed on, you know, because I'm on that. I ain't tucking nothing, homie. You know what I'm saying? All
so you won't no Tucker. You ain't Tucker.
I was Tucker that day. I took that day.
Y'all heard it here. Two pilots.
Took that day. But I didn't really have to because I was a police caller that day. Boy,
yeah. You said you had to call the peoples.
Man, look, we went out there and we in the house. And I don't know this they dope street, this they street they kicking on.
And it's hot.
But nobody out when we got there. So we go up in our auntie house and we kicking it, woo, 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 woo. So I'm sitting there. About 2-3 hours later, she come out to go to the car and get some. By this time, all them fools up and down the street. Girls, dudes.
So it's packed soon as you come out.
Yeah, about 3 hours later.
You're there just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time she come out to go to the car, they out. They see her. Now, she look good.
Right. So
She
they hollering. They
Yeah,
trying.
she half black, half Indian, look good. And they trying to talk to her, but now she banged out. She
tats everything.
No, it's her mouth. She gonna let it be known because she knows she had Hoover. And at the time, this Hoover's was Crips still then.
Okay.
So this all back in the 80s.
80s, right?
And man, they like what? They want to get on her, but they talk about getting they homegirl to jump on her.
Wow.
And so now her auntie, we looking out the window. Her auntie telling me, "Go out there and get her." I'm like, "You go get her." Going to get nothing. Shoot, that's your way. That's your lady. Well, man, look, they gonna kill me. They gonna do nothing slap y'all.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
they gonna lay you down.
Yeah, come on, you go get her. I'm like, dog, you go get her. And she out there. When I talk about you go get her, man, I'm not going to get nothing. You better go out there and get her. She going out. Whoa. They finna fire on her and all type of stuff. I'm like, man, we got to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I got to go. I'm like, man, call the police. I don't care, man. I could, man, listen.
That's crazy.
They over here on such and such street shooting. Right now they shooting. Man, listen, about 10 minutes later, man, the police pull up. They, got dudes on the ground, what I'm saying, cuffed up. They looking for guns and all that.
You looking through the window.
I'm peeking through the window. I got to get up out of here. Man, listen. She done came in the house by now. When the police, got everybody,
right.
packing
right.
down.
It's all busy and everybody distracted.
Now we come out. I got my blue rag balled up though in my hand. I can't take it off because it's so
right. So you holding it like this.
Holding it balled up in my hand, and I come out the house. Now you can tell I'm banging. Police get on me immediately. Hey, hold up, you. I said, man, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
I said, I ain't from over here. That's when I let the rag come. I said, man, I'm a Crip. I ain't from over here. I said, man, my people stay right here. We finna leave.
I bet you everybody out there like, what?
They banging on me. They looking, they like, oh man, you woo, 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 and woo, woo, woo. Oh, man, I don't care what y'all say. I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. Yeah. You got this. Y'all got this.
Deal with the police.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah, deal with them blue lights.
Exactly.
Yeah, not
this.
this.
I heard about the car, man. I went off. I told you I didn't come over here. Man, I told you. Woo, woo, woo.
That's crazy work. That's why I always tell people, because we all done had them situations where you done got caught somewhere almost lacking to the point where you got to get up out of there, man. You got to get up out of there. So before we end, I want to ask you this question right here. If you don't mind, just breaking them out of each one, because we talked about the Alabama County, we talked about the jails, we talked about LA. Give us two of the hardest stints you had to do, or which jail really gave you hell?
Jail, county jail or prison?
The county jail and the prison.
There is no county jail rougher than LA County Jail.
Really?
Yeah, they got a saying, if you can make it through the LA County Jail, especially back when I was going.
Right.
I couldn't tell you about now.
Right.
I ain't been in years.
Right.
But back in them 70s and 80s, if you can make it through the LA County Jail, you can make it through anybody's prison.
And almost like if you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, huh?
So, LA County Jail was unadulterated. Because out here in the Alabama system, we had more people in the downtown LA County Jail,
right,
than Alabama whole prison system had in it.
That's crazy.
That's how many people. So you in a world. You in a whole.
That's crazy.
Just in the county jail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Buildings, 20 floors on this side, 20 floors on this side.
All full.
On one like the 9,000 floor in the county jail. Like 95 UK, you had like on the fifth floor, they call it the 9,000 floor. You had 91, 92, 93, 94, 95.
Okay.
5 different blocks.
Right.
You got to look, each block held dang near 1,000, 1,500 people alone.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so, and 9,500 back then was the worst. That was a little Vietnam. Man, you had to go to sleep with your shoes on because they wasn't going to be there when you woke up. And back then we used to get real money. You had real money.
Oh, so wasn't no money on the book. So
your people would come visit you. They call it a wet 40.
Okay.
They give it to the police. The police running through this little wet thing, make sure ain't no drugs and nothing on it. Then they put in a little pouch and give to you when the visit was over with.
I ain't know that.
So imagine that you in an environment like that with real money.
That's
so
dangerous.
There you go.
That's dangerous.
There you go.
So you talking about? So I'm curious to know this. I know people don't watch People Money, but up in there. What's the most you'd have seen somebody that had?
Thousands. Dudes in there hustling, doing all type of stuff.
Yeah,
taking, a lot of dudes that's got to that's going to prison in there, getting all their money up, hustling, getting their money up, taking to prison. Then dudes in there making so much money to pay their lawyers. Yeah, you got to look. You got 25, 30,000 people in here.
Right.
So, and everybody hustling, stuff going on everywhere. And at the time you wore your own shoes. So you come in there with some decent shoes on.
Shoes you gonna get.
Yeah, you had to get out back then, homie. Yeah, you had to get out.
So give me one about the prison then. So we know LA County is the roughest one. If you can make it out of LA County, you can make it anywhere. So by that, give me one with
as far as roughest prisons. And when I was doing time in California, I can't, San Quentin was something, Tracy was something.
And I'm just saying in the mixture from Alabama to even LA, which one?
Well, I can't compare the Alabama prisons to California prison because the structure is different.
Okay.
Like
I remember you saying
we up under the gun.
That's right.
So,
yeah, for people don't know,
we got all these different races. Alabama ain't got no different. All they have was black and white. And then the black, it was 90% black, 10% white. So, just dealing with a bunch of blacks. Whereas in California, you got all these different races and all of them going to cut your head off if you disrespect them. So you're dealing with a whole, you're dealing with all that. And everything in California prison is based on respect. Everything has to be on respect. You will lose your life over anything that can be construed as disrespect.
Guys,
you finna have race wars, you finna have riots, you finna have all that. Whereas, in Alabama, you just basically dealing with the Negroes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to worry about the Serenos. You ain't got to worry about none of that.
It's been a lot of times when I was on the yard in Alabama and dudes that was from Cali, we'd be walking. I say, man, boy, I'd love to ship about 50 of them Southern Mexicans out of LA up here and see how they let them see how it would go. Just 50.
Just 50?
What? Man, you put 50 Southern Mexicans on the yard, you got problems.
For real? They was really so the Mexicans really like that in LA.
Yeah, they really like that. I ain't gonna take nothing from them. They really like that. They are worthy. They were worthy adversaries. Yeah.
So even
these 3 teardrops I got, like all these other dudes, I didn't get mine for no show. Mine had to be earned. All
I know.
In prison.
Yeah.